Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Deze and welcome to my YouTube channel Belgian Comics, the channel where you have to be if you're a fan of comics, sci-fi and of course superheroes. Speaking about superheroes, it's not really a secret that I'm a big fan of them, and today we're going to talk about how I got into superheroes in the first place. A lot of people got their start for their love in superheroes through the comic books, but I didn't. I started with I was born on May 26, 1999, and started with a movie called SpiderMan by the director Sam Raimi, and I saw it as a kid and I loved that movie. I did not even know back then that a lot of superheroes like Spider-Man originated from comic books. But I started to learn that later on. But if you want to know how I got my first comic books, I was as a kid obsessed with Spider-Man, and one day my dad and I were in a car. In the car, he stopped near on the parking near a paper store where you could buy papers and magazines, and all of a sudden he came back in the car with one of these SpiderMan Magazine. So I live in Belgium, Flemish part, and this were the first Dutch translations I came in contact with, and I read a lot of them. I don't have the specific first issue my dad gave me anymore, but this were really the first comics I ever did read. They were really great stories, and they had like files in them which gave you information about Spider-Man villains and characters who appeared in the story. I also once did get from my dad also a box with Spider-Man cartoons. And I also had, and I loved them too, I also had like some cartoons from the Incredible Hulk, and now I have also some DVDs from Batman the Animated Series. And also I now buy a lot of comic books. Now you know my origin story of how I got into superheroes. I have to stop now. I hope you liked it. So if you don't forget to like, to subscribe, and see you next time.